bigger, sir.
This is the Rude Awakening Show podcast.
Joining us right now, New York Times bestselling author Christopher Pike. Good morning, Christopher.
Good morning.
How are you this morning?
Great. How are you?
Oh, fantastic. Christopher, as you know, the bestselling author of the Thirst series, and now a new novel coming out. This is Witch World. Is this part of this? Or
no,
something
it's
different?
a new series.
Okay.
Thirst dealt with vampires,
Uh-huh.
and Witch World
Let me guess.
deals with, witches.
Monsters?
But not,
witches.
not witches like Harry Potter. I don't have people running around casting spells.
Oh, what kind of witches are these?
It's actually, it's funny, when I was writing the book, I started it. I've written a lot of books.
Okay. Well, I see that.
And when I started writing it, I was dealing with a generation of people with new abilities.
Okay.
And that's how I started. And, 4 or 5 chapters into it, I said, this is not really a new idea. What would make Witch World special? And I thought about it for a couple months, and I had a dream.
Mm-hmm.
It's the first time a dream helped me write a book. I dreamed my characters were in Las Vegas,
Okay.
and they were playing 21, blackjack. Only it wasn't 21, it was 22, and it was called the Red Queen. And then I woke up and I realized, Witch World, it's another place we go, another part of our existence, another part of who we are that we forget when we wake up in the morning. It's an alternate reality, another aspect of our soul, you might say. So that was my first idea of what would make Witch World special.
All right. Well, in that case, if you wind up with a Jack Ace, is that still blackjack or not? No.
Actually, I just did change the numbers slightly. I did. I changed them slightly.
Okay.
But the interesting thing I have to ask myself is, how do you get into Witch World?
Right.
And did you ever see the movie The Perfect Storm?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
In The Perfect Storm, those men, I read the book after I saw the movie. They said when they died in that cold water, if they had been recovered even a half hour after they died, they could have been brought back to life. Because of the water was so cold, hypothermia.
Right.
The brain cells don't die. So I thought, that's pretty cool. That what if you entered Witch World by dying? So my main character, the young girl, she's kidnapped and she's put in a meat locker, slowly freezes to death.
Dude, have you ever had a psychological evaation done on you? I'm just curious.
Watches a lot of unsolved mysteries.
Seriously, do you have to check into towns when you go in? Come on now.
It's ironic you asked that. Once I went to my 20-year high school reunion, and a girl I used to date in high school had become a psychiatrist. And before she would go out with me 20 years after high school, she did that whole psychological exam. It was kind of interesting to do before a date.
She never went out with you, did she, Christopher?
Actually, she did more than that.
Oh, really?
Maybe we should give her a psychological exam as well.
That will be the next book, a whole nother series. But
No, I already wrote that one.
okay. All right. So you the girl gets in a meat locker and dies, but she's not really dead. Freezes. And they bring her back like cryonics, and they bring her back, and now she's part of this other. So is this like a parallel universe type of thing?
Yes, very much.
Okay.
It's like a mirror universe, except it's not exactly like our world. Because certain people wake up in it, that makes it begin to deviate from our world. And in that world, the girl has access to more abilities than we have in this world. So, like I said, it just fascinated me, this idea of time, like from day to day. Is it possible that when we go to sleep at night, could we live? Everybody's had flying dreams.
Yeah.
Everybody's had dreams where they wake up and they were with someone that they loved so much that when they wake up, it's painful. I hope you guys have had this experience.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking. Yes, absolutely.
Is it possible there was some reality to that. I mean, even a month ago, I woke up from a dream, and I was with this woman, and the love was so intense. It just wasn't a sexual thing. It was just incredible love. And when I woke up, I actually felt depressed to be, back in this world. And it felt so much more real. And, when you describe these things, they sound very much like near-death experiences.
Yeah, they do.
They do. So all of this is combined in Witch World: near-death experiences, the experience, what happens when we sleep, and also what happens when we die.
Christopher, when we think the name witch, when you hear Witch World, you think evil. Witches are evil, but it doesn't sound like that's the case here.
No, it's really an exploration of another aspect of who we are.
Okay.
Frankly, Witch World is a great title because it sells, and Simon & Schuster loved the title, but they're not witches, like I said, like Harry Potter. I like Harry Potter, but, it's already been done, and I didn't want to have my hero running around casting spells,
So you could have actually spelled Witch World W-H-I-C-H. Witch World.
Yes, I could have.
But it wouldn't have sold as much. No,
it wouldn't have sold at all.
Who is the target demographic for this book?
It's curious. Before Harry Potter for like a decade, I was the best-selling young adult novelist in the world, and my audience grew up, and they kind of followed me. So this book is supposed to be for older teens. But the fan mail I'm getting right now, like on Facebook, there's, I don't know, maybe, I don't even know how many, there's a huge number of people. Right. It seems to be more 20 to 30-year-old women and men.
So it's the ones who grew up with you?
Yes.
They've grown up?
Yes, but teenagers are finding it, of course.
Now have they, what about movie rights and optioned any of the books?
Yeah, I mean, you get hit with that. I've optioned. I have 3 things being made right now, and it's kind of enough. Okay. I mean, you can kind of live off of options. I have 50 books, so at one point, literally, I had 20 books optioned, and I was just collecting the option money.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
If anybody wants to option this radio show, whether or not we'll do it tomorrow, go ahead, option it. This thing could actually be a TV show or a movie.
Yeah, but I have not optioned Witch World yet. I want, like I said, I have 3 things being made already, so it's enough.
Yeah, it's enough. And I'm on with it. It's enough. Well, this is out now, right? Witch World is out now?
Yeah, it came out about 2 weeks ago. It just came out.
Okay. All right. Well, good luck with this. And are you already working on the next part of this?
Yeah. Saga? I have to. I have to hand in the sequel April 15th. So.
Oh, that's meeting deadlines. All right. Well, I appreciate your time. Thanks for taking time out of that schedule for us. The book is Witch World. Christopher, do you have a website you want to send folks to?
People can visit me on Facebook. It's easier.
Okay.
Just put in Christopher Pike.
All right.
They'll find me.
All right. Well, I appreciate it. Well, hey, we have a Facebook page. We have a Facebook question every day that we ask. Let me ask you this question. What's the most dangerous thing you've ever done?
Gone on radio shows and been interviewed.
All right. Well, stay scary. Which World is the book?
Make a fool of myself.
Absolutely not. You're great. Thank you, Christopher. I appreciate your time. Thank you.
I'll see you.